Protesters took to the streets of Brazilian cities Wednesday night, waving signs that read, "We want to retire," a reference to Brazil's controversial pension reform. That same night, the lower house of Congress voted by an overwhelming majority of 379 votes to 131 to pass the long-awaited constitutional amendment to overhaul Brazil's pension system. Currently, Brazil has one of the world's most generous pension plans. It allows people to retire at full salary in their mid-50s. Analysts have been calling it a ticking time bomb. Considered a victory for Brazil's President Jair Bolsonaro, the measure is expected to save the government around $236 billion over the next decade. Vilma Pinto, an economist at Getúlio Vargas Foundation, agrees that the current pension obligations were consuming most of the budget.
Today, the federal government spends 57% of its budget on pensions and Social Security benefits. A change was absolutely necessary, but this won't be enough. This will only keep expenditures from growing.
Under the new system, the minimum age to retire in Brazil would be set at 62 for women and 65 for men. Full pensions would only be paid after 40 years of contribution. These changes would be implemented over a 14-year transition period. Though unpopular, supporters of President Bolsonaro held rallies in several cities last month to back the reform. The perception of the economy is so bad that it produced a rare phenomenon: people asking to cut their own pensions.
People realize that it's very important to reform the pension system, even if it's very difficult for many people. And this is also a good sign for foreign investors. It may open the Brazilian market for many people abroad who now are going to feel more confident about the state of Brazilian economy.
After months of political drama, the measure passed with unexpected ease. Because it is a constitutional amendment, the bill will need approval by a second vote in the lower house and 2 more votes in the Senate to become law. Lucrecia Franco, CGTN, Rio de Janeiro.